Subscribe to this YouTube channel and please enjoy watching this video. Here we go. Burnley won for the first time at home in the Premier League this season as they thrashed relegation rivals Sheffield United 5-0 at Turf Moor. At risk of becoming the first side in English Football League history to lose their opening 8 home games, that prospect never looked likely when Jay Rodriguez's header after just 15 seconds gave the Clarets the lead. It was the start of a memorable afternoon for Vincent Kompany's team, who doubled their advantage through Jacob Brun Larsen, 28, before Sheffield United were reduced to 10 players in first-half stoppage time when Ollie McBurnie received a second yellow card for flinging an elbow at Dara O'Shea, an almost identical challenge to the one that saw him originally cautioned. 2 goals and a man down, the Blades never looked like finding a way back into the game and they collapsed after the break as Zeki Amdouni, 73, Luka Koleosho, 75, and Josh Brownhill, 80, scored to inflict a damaging defeat on Paul Heckingbottom's side. The result lifts Burnley off the bottom of the table and up to 18th, 2 points above Sheffield United, who dropped 2 places to 19th and remain without an away win this term. Speaking about his future after the match, Heckingbottom told Sky Sports, "There's been talk and speculation on that since the start of September. I'm the wrong man to ask." How Burnley produced emphatic win. Burnley scored the opener with a move straight from kick-off. James Trafford punted the ball forward, Amdouni shifted it to the left and Charlie Taylor whipped in a first-time cross for Rodriguez to head home. It was the quickest Premier League goal of the season, and made Rodriguez the first player in the league's history to score in the opening 15 seconds of 2 separate games, 10 years and 1 day after he pounced for Southampton against Chelsea. Burnley doubled their lead when Brun Larsen, making his first Premier League start, got in front of Luke Thomas to reach O'Shea's long ball before cutting in off the right and passing the ball under the despairing dive of Wes Foderingham. United's frustrations soon surfaced. McBurnie, back in the starting 11 after scoring the late consolation in last week's home defeat by Bournemouth, was lucky to see only yellow for catching O'Shea with an elbow in the 36th minute, leaving Kompany livid on the sideline. Moments later O'Shea caught McBurnie, who delivered enough theatrics to ensure his counterpart also saw yellow, and Kompany joined both players in the book for his remonstrations. More was to follow, and when McBurnie caught O'Shea with an arm once again in first-half stoppage time, earning a second yellow card and a head start on the trudge to the dressing room. Heckingbottom, already forced into 1 substitution due to an injury for George Baldock, made a triple change at the break as Benai Traore, James McAtee and William Osula came on for Thomas, John Fleck and Cameron Archer. It meant only half United's outfield players that started the match were still on for the start of the second half. But it did little to change United's fortunes, and the floodgates opened after the 73rd minute. Burnley's third came when United failed to clear a corner and Jordan Bayer headed the ball down for Amdouni to spring between Jack Robinson and Anil Ahmedhodzic before playing the ball beyond Foderingham. Moments later, Koleosho cracked a shot off the crossbar when Foderingham could only parry Amdouni's shot. But the teenager was soon celebrating his first Premier League goal as he shrugged off a challenge and beat the goalkeeper at his near post. Brownhill rifled in the 5th from the edge of the box with 10 minutes to go. It was Burnley's biggest ever Premier League win, and after encouraging displays against Crystal Palace and West Ham, 3 points offer tangible reward for improving performances. For Sheffield United it was another chastening day. The pain of defeat increased by the loss of McBurnie to a needless suspension. There was no sign of the sort of quality that will be needed to get them out of trouble, and the pressure is undoubtedly building on Heckingbottom. Kompany, performance finally rewarded. Burnley manager Vincent Kompany told Sky Sports, "It felt like our performances have been good for a while now. After the disappointment comes a moment of reward. I have to congratulate the lads. I'm happy for them. They were just raring to go. We were extremely hurt by what happened last week. The lads, I could barely contain them, they were ready to go and do something at Turf Moor. The lads deserve all the credit they can get. It's not been a one-off. We've had performances like that this season. Heckingbottom, we can't feel sorry for ourselves." Sheffield United boss Paul Heckingbottom told Sky Sports, we plan and pick a team who can handle and impose ourselves on the game. We wanted to put a marker down in our duels. We dangled 2 legs and were down within 30 seconds. The second goal was not too much better. Then we lost a man with 2 yellow cards. We made it easier for Burnley than they expected. We can't be feeling sorry for ourselves. It looked like 1 or 2 were towards the end. Opta stats. Burnley off the mark at home at last. Burnley ended a run of 9 consecutive defeats at Turf Moor in the Premier League. They are the last of the 92 clubs in England's top 4 tiers to win a home league match this season. Sheffield United have lost 26 of their last 31 away games in the Premier League, W2D3. They have also kept just 1 clean sheet across those 31 matches. This was the first Premier League game between 2 newly promoted clubs, with both sides starting the day in the relegation zone since West Brom 2-2 Fulham in January 2021. West Brom and Fulham were both relegated that season. Jay Rodriguez scored after 15.8 seconds for Burnley, the 15th fastest goal in Premier League history. It came 10 years and 1 day after he scored after 13.7 seconds for Southampton against Chelsea, the 12th fastest goal in Premier League history. Team news. Burnley manager Vincent Kompany made one change to the side that started last Saturday's 2-1 defeat by West Ham at Turf Moor. Jacob Bruun-Larsen replaced Johan Gudmundsson, who dropped to the bench. Sheffield United boss Paul Heckingbottom made 3 alterations to the team that began last weekend's 3-1 home loss to Bournemouth. Anil Ahmedhodzic, John Fleck and Ollie McBurney replaced Jayden Bogle, Vinicius Souza and James McAtee, who were all named among the substitutes. What's next? Burnley have back-to-back away games to negotiate over the next week. First, they travel to Wolves on Tuesday before heading to Brighton on Saturday. Sheffield United welcome Liverpool to Bramall Lane on Wednesday. The Blades then host Brentford on Saturday. Let us know what you think about the entire thing in the comments section below. Additionally, stay tuned and subscribe to this YouTube channel for the latest news and updates from around the world. We sign out.